guys, what's up? I just wanted to post a quick video and tell you guys my top 5 favorite dramas and comedies at the moment. Just so you kind of get an idea of my taste and what I'm really into and what I think are some of the best shows on TV that I'm currently watching. Like, I know Homeland and Girls are amazing, but I don't watch those shows because I do not have premium cable. I've been meaning to watch them by downloading them. I just haven't got around to it because I watch like so many shows already as it is. So I apologize if your favorite TV shows aren't included in this list. But here are my top 5 favorite dramas and comedies at the moment. Okay, my top 5 favorite comedies. This is in no particular order. These are just my favorites. It's not going to go in a numerical order from 1 to 5. These are just all together my top 5 favorites, okay, in no order. So my top 5 favorite comedies at the moment are Cougar Town, The Office, The Mindy Project, New Girl, and Parks and Rec. An honorable mention to How I Met Your Mother, because so far, How I Met Your Mother, the first half of the season was not that great in my opinion, but the last couple of episodes I think have been really great. I think they've stepped it up the past couple episodes. So yeah, especially the second half of the Christmas episode where Barney proposed to Robin and the episode following that. I thought those were great episodes. So yeah, an honorable mention goes to How I Met Your Mother. And Cougar Town and The Office are 2 of my all-time favorite comedies, so they're always included. It's kind of like my Tumblr follow forever. It's kind of like favorite forever. Okay. Cougar Town and The Office. Always. And Mindy Project, I know a lot of people, some critics don't like it, but there are critics that do like it. Like, I know Michael Osciello does. Osciello, sorry if I pronounced his name wrong. But yeah, it's trying to find its footing, but I mean, as far as comedies go, like, compared to others that have struggled in the past, I think, like, it's doing a lot better than others have. A lot of comedies struggle at first, you know, like there's a bunch of casting changes going on and everything, but I really think the writing is smart, and I love Mindy. I think she's amazing. I think she knows what she's doing. She's smart. She's educated. She's worked on The Office for like 8 years. I mean, she's got an impressive background and she knows what she's doing, and she's really smart and funny, and I think the writing is great. So yeah, but I do think the part where they're struggling the most is like the B plot storylines. Those aren't as good as they could be, but other than that, I think it's a pretty good show. So and it's one of my favorite comedies that's currently on right now. So and New Girl, I think New Girl, this season of New Girl in particular, has been really great. The first season, it was okay. It had some ups and downs, and it got better towards the end of the season. And this season has just been really on fire, I think. I think this one has been really great. I've been enjoying a lot of the episodes. I think it's been really laugh out loud hilarious. I know some people might disagree, and they think season 1 was better, but I think season 2 is definitely better. So yeah. Especially because I think they've fleshed out the supporting characters, and I think it's not just about Jess anymore. They've really fleshed out the supporting characters, and yeah, given them some great stories. So yeah, I think that's why I've been enjoying it a lot more. So yeah. Parks and Rec, this is a great show, and it like hardly ever gets nominated for awards, which is a shame because it's seriously just as good as Modern Family, if not better. So I don't understand why Modern Family keeps winning all these Emmys, and Parks and Recreation hasn't won like a single Emmy, I don't think. So yeah, that's just not even fair. So yeah, Parks and Rec is definitely great, and I love that Ben and Leslie are engaged. So yeah, I haven't watched this week's episode yet, so I apologize, but yeah, okay. Now my favorite dramas, okay, my top 5 favorite dramas are Scandal, Downton Abbey, Once Upon a Time, Parenthood, and The Carrie Diaries, which just premiered last week, and, no, this past week. Yeah, it just premiered this week, and I love the pilot. I've watched it twice, and I kind of want to watch it a third time. I love it so much because I was a fan of Sex and the City. I never watched it when I was on TV, but I watched it on DVD, and I love that show, and I love the first movie. The second movie, not so much, but I really love that show, and I love that they've created like this new series for like a younger audience, and Carrie when she was a teenager, and it takes place in the 80s, and I love the 80s. It's my favorite decade. I love the fashion, the hair, the music. 80s music is my favorite. Like, I love 80s music so much, you guys. Like, I recognize, like, pretty much all the songs that they played in the episode. I was just like, oh my god, I'm in heaven. Like, I loved it. And compared to other teen dramas on TV, I think this one really takes the cake. I mean, it's awesome. Like, I thought it was really well written. The only part I didn't really like about it was that one lady using Carrie to steal. Like, I'm not a fan of stealing, and she's an adult and she's got money and she's still stealing for the thrill of it. I wasn't a fan of that personally, but other than that, I really enjoyed the episode. Yeah, so I really hope the rest of the season is as strong as the pilot because I loved it, and yeah. Okay, and the guy that plays Sebastian is hot. I forget his name, but yeah, he's hot. He was on Switched at Birth and Life Unexpected, so yeah. And Scandal, I mean, how can anybody not have Scandal in their top 5 right now? I mean, honestly, I have not watched this week's episode yet that aired last night, but I can't wait to watch it because I just caught up with that show recently, actually, and oh my goodness, you guys, it is amazing. Okay, now, Downton Abbey is amazing. Like, okay, the Christmas special pissed me off because I downloaded it after they aired in the UK, so I've already seen all of season 3, even though they just started airing in the US, but the Christmas special kind of pissed me off. I'm not going to tell you guys what happened, but yeah, but other than that, I thought this season was good, really great. I'm still addicted and obsessed with that show anyway, so yeah. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I had to include it in my top 5 because, yeah, I really like that show, and I just recently caught up with that show as well, so yeah. Okay, now Once Upon a Time, especially this past episode, the one about Hook and Belle and Rumpelstiltskin, and then, if you guys haven't seen it yet, avoid this right now because I'm going to tell you guys what happened. At the end, Belle got shot by Hook, and she crossed the town line, and so now she has no memory of Storybrooke. Like, no, she has no memory of the fairy tale land that was. She's like, who's Belle? Like, she won't remember Rumpelstiltskin or her love for him, and she doesn't really know who Belle is. She just knows her Storybrooke counterpart, I guess. So, yeah, that is going to be interesting. And somebody drove in and ran over Hook. And so someone from the outside is now in Storybrooke. So that's interesting. I thought after Emma and Snow came back to Storybrooke that they wouldn't have any more good stories to tell, but wow, like, this half of the season is just, like, already amazing, and they're only a couple episodes in, so I'm really excited for the rest of the season. I think it's gotten so good. Yeah, so yeah, definitely Once Upon a Time is in my top 5. And also Parenthood. Parenthood has been on fire this season, with Christina's breast cancer storyline and everything else. It's just been top notch. Like, wow, how is this show not getting nominated for anything? It never gets nominated for anything. Not a SAG award, not an Emmy, except for Jason Ritter, but he didn't even win, and nothing. No Golden Globes, nothing. I don't know why this show never gets nominated for things when it's so good, and it's such a higher quality than most of the crap on TV, and Parenthood is such an amazing show, you guys. Like, it makes you cry every single week. Like, if you're not watching this show, you need to get caught up, because Parenthood, like, you need to be watching it. Like, yeah. So yeah, it's a really top quality show, and it definitely deserves a spot in my top 5 favorites at the moment. So yeah, I'm sorry if I rambled on too much in this video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you don't watch some of the shows I mentioned, you should definitely check them out. I hope this gave you kind of like a good recommendation list of shows to watch. And yeah. Alright, let me know what else you want to see from me, what other videos. I can do other top favorite lists if you want, like top favorite shows of all time, top favorite characters or relationships and pairings and things like that. Yeah, so let me know in the comments below what you want to see from me, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe.